with my nose.
Hello.
I'm just reading text from my daughter. Anyway.
I'm also reading text from your daughter on your watch. I am Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also a co-founder, president, and a technical guy, as obviously. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for daily updates on all of our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. Thanks so much for joining us on our keto journey.
Yeah. Anyway, she says there's something wrong with her nose. So, Debbie says first.
Hi, Debbie.
Mary Jo is on, says happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday.
Yeah.
Incidentally, Joe told me that this was coming.
On
and
Tuesday?
I wasn't sure. Last week, Joe Stauffer, Two Crazy Ketos, went to Buffalo Wild Wings and was told the buy one, get one
is turning into
Tuesday
something else.
is buy one, get one 50%.
Sad.
So instead of buying 20 and paying for 10, you're buying 20 and paying for 15.
Yeah.
So it is, well, it's not as Happy Tuesday as it used to be, but
it's okay.
I also saw that IKEA is raising their prices 9%.
Well, you know what? It's hard to run a business.
It is.
So I think that things cost money too.
It's true. Sherry says, good morning, friends.
Good morning,
let's see,
Sherry.
Visual Keto says, good morning. Becca is on. Let's see, Carrie says, hello, everyone. Carla says, good morning, everyone. Dennis says, greeting butterless bears and Keto Chow fan. We're not butterless.
Yeah, we have
We are
some butter.
far from butterless.
Yeah, we have that.
I mean, I can always use more butter, but I have a good supply.
It's okay. We have a good supplier.
Lori says, good morning, friends. Let's see, Carrie says, good morning, Chris and Miriam. Visual Keto says, hi. Just like
Hi.
that. That's
Hi.
exactly, like, verbatim.
Okay, Visual Keto. So we went to the eye doctor yesterday. And
I went and saw the eye doctor, and this is what
lady,
he said. He said, ooh, ee, ooh,
whatever, what's it called? Optician?
A or B. A or B.
Had
A
a
or B.
ring that had glasses on it. It was so cute. So I thought you would appreciate that.
Was that Laura or?
No, Angie,
Oh,
one of the
okay.
opticians.
Kathy says, hi, good morning. Marcia says,
Hi.
on. Adrian says, morning, early afternoon, everyone.
Yes.
Well, it's not afternoon then, is it?
It's early afternoon.
No,
For her. For here, it's
when I lived in South
9 o'clock
America
in the
in
morning.
Chile, if you said Buenos dias and it was afternoon, they would say Buenas tardes, and they would correct you.
Oh, you couldn't say good
and if you
day.
said Buenas tarde before it was noon, they would correct
Yes.
you again. And I think at 4 p.m. it would switch to
Good night?
Buenas noches. Yeah,
Okay.
it was really
That's funny.
Like they were insistent, and I think they were trying to help me
To
understand
realize,
the customs.
yeah. And you were probably doing it on purpose.
No, at first I was just being mean.
Not paying attention at the time.
And they're like, no, look, it's.
It's afternoon.
I'm like,
brother.
okay, so I never made that mistake again. Shauna says, good morning, Chris and Miriam. Rick Wins is on. Susan says, good morning. Carrie says, I guess Wild Wings can't wing it anymore. No,
Right.
they still can. But just not buy one, get one.
Yeah, that's okay.
Matreya's on, says hello. Stwong is on, says good morning.
Hello.
Sherry says good morning. Hoofing It is here, says good morning,
Hi,
Keto Chow hands.
Hoofing It.
Ear hustling while working. Have a fantabulous day, everyone.
you.
Why
You
is it that I think
too.
that every time Hoofing It is ear hustling, it's because she's doing something with a horse?
She could be. Or a bike.
Cindy says good morning. Laura says morning. Lana says good morning from the amazing Keto Chow storefront.
Yay.
Rick Wynn says, can you imagine all those chickens running around without their wings? I know, right?
That's a sad picture.
Let's see. Joanne says, have a great day, everyone. Carrie, let's see. They're talking back and forth. Maya says, good morning, Chowlings.
Good morning.
Let's see. Yolanda says, good morning, Keto Chef family. Joy says, good morning, Bears. Happy New Year's. I'm recovering well from my
Oh,
surgery.
good. I'm glad. Hopefully you just keep resting, drink lots of water, electrolytes.
Yeah.
Heal.
Shauna says, don't accidentally put protein isolate instead of collagen in a warm Keto Chow. It cooks into nasty lumps. Had to strain it. Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Yep, I bet you're right. Rick and Carrie are talking about chickens running around. When I was 5, we moved from one house to another. And the new house couldn't have that many chickens. And so we had to cull the herd.
Oh.
Or
so
the
you
flock.
got the ones that weren't laying as good as the others?
I don't know. I
Or
just
the
remember...
Pain point chickens?
I just remember seeing chickens running around with their heads cut off. It was...
You better not tell our kids that. They'll
well,
cry.
They had to be taken care of. And,
I know.
Yeah.
Still.
Also, if you accidentally light a wood pile on fire, don't throw big logs on top of the fire to try to put it out. That does not work, by the way.
Doesn't?
No, it does not.
That was your personal
That
experience?
happened in the same area that the chicken...
In the same chicken place?
Yes.
Was it next to the house?
I have a very vivid memory. No, it was in the very back corner. A very vivid memory on a Sunday morning of coming into the house and telling my mom, "Mom, the wood pile's on fire."
I can't seem to get it out.
And she ran out there in her robe with a hose, put it out. Anyway, that was fun. I'm glad none of our children...
Have lit anything on fires?
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Lisa says, had an awesome morning starting with Keto Chow with chocolate orange creamy.
Nice.
Hope everyone has a great day.
Yeah.
Visual Keto says, oh, that's cute, Miriam. I have 2 watches and a bracelet and now a gorgeous piece of stained glass with eyeglasses on.
So fun.
Adriana says, do you know how long it takes to get the downloaded ebook to be sent to your email?
It's supposed to be right away.
Well, it should be rather quick. So this is actually something that we ran into over the weekend. So when you submit the thing, it can take up to 20 minutes for the email system to go,
Something's new
hey,
here.
something happened.
Click, 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 click. Ding.
Maybe I should send the email. So it can take up to 20 minutes, and it may go to your spam. So, and if you don't get it,
Just put it in again.
contact our customer service team.
Yeah, we'll
They
just
can
send it
goose
to
it
you.
for you.
Goose?
Yeah.
They're going to pinch it in the butt. That's what I heard.
Let's see. Crystal says, good morning.
Good morning.
Kathy says, laughing at Mira's facial expression, right? Cindy says, how can you keep your Keto Chow ice cream from getting icy on the insides, like on the sides of the creamy?
Oh, I like that part.
Well, so usually the creamy has a pretty good tolerance as far as how close the blade gets to the edge, but it'll always leave about a millimeter. The diameter of the thing versus the diameter of the other thing, stuff and things. And that's so that the metal blade doesn't hit against the sides, because the first time it hits against the sides, it's going to leave deep gouges.
And you're going to be eating that plastic. You don't want to do that.
And that as well. So it's always going to leave just a little bit. And depending on what's going on as far as how it's melting and everything like that, that part may melt by the time you get to it, or you may just have a little bit of icy stuff on the sides. I actually think it's fine, but
Yeah, I notice if you take too long to eat it and it's like starting to melt and kind of weird. If you take a minute to scoop some out into a bowl and then just set it in the freezer for 20 minutes or something while you're eating the other stuff, then that might be less icy. Also, depending on how long ago you froze it, it could be more icy. And then we did learn from Steve at Serious Keto, if you use Terragum and add it into just a teaspoon, it seems to be creamier.
quarter teaspoon.
A quarter? I've been using half.
Oh, really? Oh. So his recipe for the Keto Chow ice cream was a quarter
Well,
teaspoon.
I apparently don't know what I'm talking about. But you can play with the amount of Terragum
You
they
can
use
use,
if
absolutely.
You can find Terragum somewhere.
I would not recommend using a teaspoon unless you're making flan.
Flan. Well, I also made a batch that fit into 2.
That's true.
So that
makes sense. That
probably
you would
the
use
right amount.
a half teaspoon.
half.
Too Crazy Keto says, I was caught playing with matches next to the coal pile storage bin.
Oh my gosh.
Rick Wynn said, had a great breakfast, Keto Chow apple pie with eggnog. Willis says, morning chow hounds. I made peaches and cream keto chow with tea finally last night.
Oh, it's
This
good,
may be
huh?
how I use up my fruity flavors from now on.
Yeah, I like making it with tea actually.
The Two Crazy Ketos did the unboxing of the January My Chow surprise kit. And they got peach in there, and it's so funny every time Rachel
just like,
gets
"No."
the peach. Yeah.
It's okay.
She
We
does
all
not
don't
like the
things.
peach. And that's okay. Let's see. Hoovenit says, when I was a kid, my dad whacked the head off a chicken and it flew up into a tree, feet gripped on a branch, so it was sitting up there headless. Dad had to shoot it down. Memories.
Dang. And it probably like last
Yeah, it's all
reaction
autonomic.
of the
Yeah.
bird to hold on and it wouldn't let go. Oh,
That's interesting. Well,
that's crazy.
And this brings up an interesting topic that we've talked
Yeah.
about before, is that our heritage as
humans
people is the processing and slaughter and raising and everything else of animals. That is how our species has lived, has survived up until now. And we have a friend who, he had a group of like scouts that they were coming up with ideas for different activities that they could do. He's like, well, I have a deer that I need to process. And one of the parents was adamant that absolutely not will you expose my child to the butchering of a deer. And it was like, you realize that all of your ancestors, all of them, this was a normal part of life. And I think...
And churning butter.
And churning butter. Oh my gosh. When we were at the Louisville Slugger Museum.
Yes!
The company that makes the Louisville Slugger,
They started out.
Yeah, they had a choice at one point to continue to make butter churns or to make baseball bats. And they ended up, like one of the guys in the company basically bet the whole company on baseball bats. And it worked out.
Yeah.
But they had this butter churn that was designed for a toddler. It was the one thing that a toddler could do to contribute to the family.
And it looked like a little cradle.
Yeah. And they would sit there and shake the butter or the cream.
We're going the wrong direction. I'm thinking sideways. You're thinking forward and back.
Anyway.
I'm thinking of what the picture looked like when we're standing on both sides of it.
That's right. Becca says, I'm addicted to gingerbread mug cakes. Cheryl says, hubby has decided it's too much trouble to cook breakfast and wants me to make extra keto chow so you can have an easy breakfast. He's coming to the dark side.
Yes,
I think
Cheryl,
that's the
you're
light
winning.
side. That is the specific user case or user application. Anyway, that Keto Chow was designed for. That right there.
Oh yeah, too busy. Yep.
Susan said having another peach Melba Creami at the moment.
Nice.
Let's see. Two Crazy Keto says, in my experience, adding a quarter teaspoon of tarragon eliminates that ice part. At a minimum, it reduces it.
There you go.
Sheena says, chai tea sounds amazing. Sheena says, good morning, Lynette. Laureen is on. Marcy says, yeah, I use a quarter teaspoon. Mary Jo says, I bought tarragon, but I've not tried using it at all. I recommend checking out Steve's, with Two Crazy Ketos.
Serious
Ketos video about it. Anyway. LR Design Studios.
Larry Sullivan Roy.
Yes. Says, I recently got a creamy. I just went keto. I'm looking forward to trying Keto Chow for the first time.
Yes.
It is pretty much the perfect application. I actually brought a chocolate peanut butter one today.
To do?
Yeah.
In the creamy? Nice.
We actually had a interesting discussion, was it yesterday? Where I was like, okay, we have 9 of the creamy containers. And I don't know where all of them are. I think somebody put them somewhere. So I was like searching around the kitchen, and then I went and counted them in the freezer, and there were 8 in there, and then 1 in the cupboard. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we have them.
They're
all accounted for. But
Nobody
yeah,
lost
the
them.
creamy is fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah, Audrey actually brought 2 of the ice creams that we made to share with Jen and Lynette for lunch. Ice cream for lunch.
But it is just one way of making Keto Chow into ice cream. You can also use just a blender with ice. You can use an old school ice cream machine. You can go to a, what's it called? Place where they have stuff that people donate.
Thrift
Goodwill.
store.
Yes, thrift store. You can go to the thrift store. I was circumlocuting, okay?
Okay.
And
locomotion?
Yeah, we've had a lot of people who have bought ice cream machines at thrift stores and had really good
Well,
results
Mike
with it.
got a pizzelle maker at his thrift store, and then I had
you
to
had to
have
buy one, and then we used it once.
I have used it more than once.
Oh, you have? Cool.
At least twice.
Sheena says, I love peaches so much I planted 7 different varieties of peaches. Wow.
Oh, and now they're so sugary.
Sheena says, I raised chickens, sheep, and ducks.
Sheena, that's so cool.
On a completely, oh my gosh, I'm going to get Miriam
He's going
on
to start
such,
crying.
No.
Are you going to make me mad?
No, let's see. Australia duck fashion show.
What?
Did you not know this is a thing?
We have to go to Australia. Oh my gosh, so sad. You better show the kids that too.
This came up in a discussion. It's like, today I learned there's a duck fashion show in Australia.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if it's still
making
happening.
These dresses?
Yeah.
And they actually let them put them on? Are they trained ducks?
No, I think they're just ducks.
Oh, it's a wedding. That's so cute.
Anyway, is that silly or is that silly? That's hilarious.
I think it's funny so many people participate. Like,
Ellen says, good morning,
It's
a little
really
late. LR says, thanks. Terry says, my brother had a burn pile next to the shed. No more shed. My parents dropped me off at the neighbors on the way to give birth. It was a chicken slaughter day. Scared to death of chickens to this day.
oh man, Terry. Yes. I would be scared too. I see.
Shauna says, yeah, that was so cool at the Slugger Museum. Yep. Carol says, chai tea with snickerdoodle is wonderful. LR Design says, I'm really excited about it. What Keto Chow would you say makes the best ice cream? I haven't had one that I have tried that didn't work very well,
I didn't like
but
either.
I've never used any of the savory flavors.
Yeah.
Matt did, and he said that the tomato basil as ice cream was terrible.
Oh my gosh.
But all the other ones I have tried have been absolutely fantastic. I especially like chocolate peanut butter with some peanuts thrown into it.
Yeah, I really like the mix-in function because you don't have to use a lot and it kind of gets it throughout the whole thing. So typically I'll put granola on top and then I eat a bite and then I put more. Like I just can really overdo it on the mix-ins.
Yeah.
But with the creamy, I don't.
And you've got 2 bags of granola right there.
Oh, let's not look at those.
Okay. Those were given to us at the Las Vegas Keto Expo, which incidentally is happening, I think, in September
September?
of 2022, which we're in now. Oh my gosh.
No,
let's
we're
see.
not
Mimi
in
says,
September.
no, we're in 2022. Mimi says, good morning. Brooke says, good morning from Virginia. 12 inches of snow yesterday.
Oh, man.
And no power since yesterday morning.
Oh, I'm
Living off Keto
sorry.
Chow shakes. Good thing I made several shakes ahead of the snow.
Warm.
Wow,
Stay
yeah.
warm.
Sheena says your
safe.
commercial was amazing.
Thank
Awesome.
you, Sheena.
Blaine says it's bad when you're too lazy to get up and make Keto Chow.
Yeah, oh, I have a moment today. So I did my Bronson workout this morning, and I did the warm-up, and I just finished walking this morning with Shelly. It was cold, but not as cold as yesterday. But yeah, it was still a little bit cold. But I did the warm-up, and then I looked at the paper that had the workout on, and it was foam roll day. And I look in my cupboard, and I'm like, the foam roller's not in there. So I had to walk downstairs to get the foam roller.
Yep.
So I had to get up off the mat.
Like a chump.
So hard. So I sat there for like 10 minutes. Like, fine, I'll go get the foam roller.
Carrie says, I wonder how chewy Terra gum is. Unless you don't mix it up with very much water, it should just thicken. But
Yeah, we haven't noticed it clumping at all, but we've been mixing up when we mix it
Yeah.
with the blender and stuff. So.
And Debbie says, can you use Terra gum in a compressor ice cream maker?
I'm sure you
yes,
could.
absolutely
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can. Steve with Serious Keto specifically said that you can, and other people have tried it, and it worked really well.
Yay.
Dennis says, new Ninja Creami owners have expressed dismay about the blade, not knowing that it's more of a paddle.
Oh,
3 months
yeah.
ago, I saw this concern expressed here. Keto Chow ice cream is always good, regardless.
Yes,
Yep.
it is not a blade. It's not sharp at all. Like you can hold it with
Whoa,
your
it
hands.
does have sharp elements to it. Because what it does is it grinds down and makes a.
Oh, I know,
a
but
powder.
like it's not like a like a saw blade. Like you
No.
can touch the edges and you're fine when you're washing it.
You can
you're not
lick it
gonna
off
cut
and
yourself.
you might hurt
I don't
yourself.
know if I would lick it off, but when you're washing it, if it slips, you're not going to cut yourself.
No.
It's not a blade.
Stwong says, I started having 2KK's egg and Keto Chow coffee recipe, and I love it.
Nice.
Sheena says, I haven't had ice cream in 2 years, so after the challenge is over, it's on my list.
Woo, woo.
Marcy says the creamy is really a game changer, getting my husband to finally use Keto Chow.
Nice.
Cheryl says pizzelles with Keto Chow ice cream in between.
Right?
That would be good.
We like to make the little cups. So we have these little ramekins, and we put the pizzelle into the little ramekin, and so it just makes this cute little cup. That'd be perfect with a scoop of ice cream.
Blue says, are you guys retiring your compressor ice cream maker in the office? It's still here.
It's still
hasn't
here.
been used for a while.
Yeah. I would imagine that people will use it in the summertime. We don't use
maybe.
it as much in the winter just because it's already cold. Super cold.
I'm making creamy ice cream today. Carrie says the fashion show was so ducky. Lots of people laughing at that. John says they have enough dash makers. I could do a lending library. Yeah.
Yeah, we have enough too.
Let's see. Tracy's laughing at the duck fashion show. Gina says, I however do raise my own food. There you go. Care Bear says that is some legit looking fashion for those ducks.
Yes, so funny.
This is watching Chris and Miriam giggle at the ducks. Just made my, well, it's hilarious, right?
So funny.
Sean says, fashion gone to the birds.
Yeah.
Gina points out the ducks have amazing eggs.
Oh,
where did we get
yes.
the duck eggs from?
Ashley brought us
That's
some.
right, Ashley. Yep.
Yes, we need some more. Those were
Maya
amazing.
says chai tea with vanilla is yummy.
I wanted to get a duck so bad, like the beginning of
They
last
are
year.
not allowed
They're
in
not
our-
allowed in our area.
You can have chickens as pets, but you cannot have ducks unless
you have to have an acre.
Yeah,
so
I think it's an acre.
If you're in the same city as us, it's not like ducks are not available, just not in our.
What we need to do is
plot of
buy the
land.
3 surrounding houses and bulldoze them, and we could totally
And
do
then
it.
we could have a duck.
Just for the ducks.
Okay. And this would
Talk about a return on investment being terrible.
I do like our neighbors though.
Yeah, Blue says, I've been looking at duck breeds to raise for eggs. That's just ducky. Mary Jo says, I'm doing gingerbread creamy tonight with Lolly's gingerbread clusters mix in. Nice.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Gina says, yeah, Blue have golden layered ducks for lots of eggs. And Peking ducks for meat, in my opinion.
Oh, cool.
Blaine says, when I was
Thanks,
about 3,
Sheila.
I was attacked by a rooster at my grandparents' farm. He was delicious for dinner that night. I'm still kind of nervous around roosters.
I was chased by a turkey when I was in
Oh,
6th
wow.
grade, and that's why I'm scared of turkeys.
Okay.
They taste good though.
Sheena says, Blue Dove, yeah, beware, they make a giant mess. Ducks do indeed.
Oh yeah.
Let's
think
see.
chickens are bad.
Maya says, Blaine, roosters are no joke. Same with geese. Joe says, confession, I always lick the creamy paddle and the lid. I clean off the lid
I
with
have
my
never
finger.
done that.
I clean them both off with a finger.
I just wash it in the sink.
Yep.
I'm wasteful.
Sheena says, geese are mean during laying season especially. Crystal says, is the nutrition information different in each Keto Chow packet? It's very close
Slightly.
for most of them. The chocolate and the chocolate peanut butter in particular have cocoa powder and peanuts.
Peanut flour, not peanuts.
Well, yeah. So with those ones, the nutrition is markedly different, but for the most part, it's very close. Sheena says, God is so good. I'm thankful to be here. Good people.
Oh, good.
Sheena says, make duck drop soup.
Yes.
Maya says, yeah, Sheena, I volunteered at the dog shelter. There were geese all over outside the fence. Just walking by would set them off. Geese are not afraid of pit bulls. Geese,
Yeah, geese
we're
are
on a
mean.
migratory route where our office is here.
Yeah.
And during migration, there are Canadian geese.
They're really pretty.
They are
They poop all over the porch. They're like our building.
like that.
And so they just come over and they just sit right next to the door and they're like, hello, hello, hello.
Maya says, we have 3 ducks. They're quite dirty. Good thing they're cute, too.
Oh,
Kathy says, I had a duck when I was little. Her name was Gertrude.
that's a perfect duck name.
Yeah, Maria says duck eggs are wonderful for baking. Sean says, growing up, we lived in the country and we had a mean neighbor lady. I think she trained her geese to attack. Joyce wants to know, is there a recipe to make the protein pudding using the Keto Chow egg white protein powder? I don't think we have
yet.
one yet.
But you could do the math and figure it out if you wanted. And I
Yeah.
don't know how it would work. Another
Okay.
thing we noticed is reconstituting the eggs. You have to kind of let it sit
Yeah, you
on
have to
the
let it sit.
counter for like 5 minutes.
So pulling this off the top of my head, I would assume you would need 12 to 14 tablespoons of the egg white protein and 3 times as much water as you use the egg white protein. Because to reconstitute an egg white, it's a tablespoon of the egg white protein with 3 tablespoons of water.
Okay.
And you mix it up and you let it sit. Anyway, you could then scramble that and use that to make the pudding. But yeah, we need to.
We should figure that out.
That is a good one. Maya says, Miriam, you must try the latte mousse recipe with gingerbread. Let's see. Betsy says, our goose attacked me as a teenager. It was scary. Sheena says, duck eggs because they're rich with keto chow would be like Italian ice cream.
Right.
Mike says, I tried
super
sprinkling gum on hot soup and it didn't mix well. It clumped. Definitely mix with water if adding to something hot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, and Audrey and I made some ice cream, the one that we were going to eat today, and we just mixed it in with a spatula, and you did kind of have to like push it against the side of the bowl because it was clumpy, but I didn't care that much.
Okay.
So we just let it be a little bit clumpy.
Crystal says, started keto about a month ago, lost 14 pounds so far, just ordered the Keto Chow Essentials Kit and mineral drops. I'm excited to keep the progress going and to have found Keto Chow.
Yes, Crystal, thank you for sharing that with us.
Let's see, Glenda says, I was chased by a ram when I was young. The animal, not the truck. Yeah.
Wow, that would be scary. I think I would be scared of that more than the birds.
By the way, the logo for Ram trucks has a startling similarity
Don't say it.
to certain
How about we
anatomy.
just not talk about it? What's your problem?
I don't know. Blaine says, I love duck eggs. Maya says, yeah, you didn't have to train them. Sherry says, we have year-round Canadian geese at our office. We have a pond in front of the building. They are not nice. They will attack you when walking by. When we went to visit NASA, they were talking about how at one of the buildings, this was at Cape Canaveral, every once in a while, you can't go into the office because there's an alligator in the entryway. They told us about that on the tour.
Right.
And I think I would actually take an alligator over Canadian geese.
I don't know. Alligators can eat you. Geese can just maim you.
Yeah. Dennis says, duck meat comes sans salmonella generally. I draw a personal line about foie gras. Debbie says, I want to make the egg pudding, but not chocolate. Any recommendations for flavor? So Joe has been making it
Make it with
with
snickerdoodle.
all sorts of different flavors.
That'd be yummy.
I think he has a couple videos about that.
Make it with chocolate mint.
Sheena says, I'm more worried about
Make it with
bought meat than
pistachio.
my own, and I don't feed them with soy. Red Wine says, hello, it's me. Now I'm gone again.
Oh.
Catherine says, I corrupted my great auntie. She just ordered her starter kit. Awesome. Let's see, Betsy says, I can't get egg white pudding right. I always make the egg whites and chilled them, but it almost looked curdled. Oh, that's interesting. Shauna says, alligator is tasty. Joy says, I was bit by a Shetland pony on my bottom after being told to stay away from it, so I couldn't go get help for it. I was 7.
Oh. I remember getting stepped on by a horse and kicked. It's not fun.
Blue says, yeah, foie gras is cruelty to animals. Geese are mean, but they don't deserve that. Sharon says, I had a billy goat chase me. I got to my house and I thought it was safe, and he rammed me through the screen door. Safe to say they are the devil.
This is hilarious today, guys.
Gary says, if they put a vest on that gator, then it could be an investigator for NASA, right? And Love Carbs Journey says, hi all. So you have a meeting that you're 3 minutes late for.
Whoopsie.
So we are going to get off. Thank you everybody for joining us. We will be doing our longer live stream tonight.
So tune in.
At 9:15 Eastern. And yeah.
And remember to check out our Tough Like M event this Friday.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about it. And there's a donation spot on the
Keto Chow checkout.
Keto Chow checkout page, or you can go to the GoFundMe page to donate.
Or wait until Friday to order, and 10% of our sales will go to Travis that day. So, okay.
Have a good day.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.